Hello, welcome to our channel Math Vibes. We welcome you all to our new subscribers. Thank you so much. And those who have not subscribed it yet, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Also, do like and share the video. Thanks a lot. Today, in this video, we are going to study about dot patterns in whole numbers. Basically, it is in class 6 Maths Ncert book. And this video will also cover try these on page number 42 of class 6 Maths Ncert book 2. And in this video, we'll be covering the art-based project also that can be made on dot patterns in whole numbers. So we'll be covering both the things side by side. We'll be doing art-based project also and we will be learning about dot pattern also. So here goes. So for art-based project or art-based activity, you will need the following materials which are round bindis of any color. You may even use round stickers if you have, or if you don't have both of these things, then you can use different sketch pens. Now before we do the project of dot patterns in whole numbers, we should know what exactly are dot patterns. Well, every whole number except 0 can be represented in a dot pattern. That is, in elementary shapes which are made up of dots. Now, what are these elementary shapes? Come on, these elementary shapes are which we are studying till now. A line, a rectangle, a square or a triangle. So dot patterns basically means that we are going to make a pattern. But that pattern will include only dots. And we are going to represent those numbers, whichever numbers are given to us, in the form of dot patterns. Now using those dots, we can it is up to ourselves, like up to our creativity, like we can arrange it in a line or we can arrange it in a rectangle, in a square or in a triangle. So the next is, firstly let us discuss about dot pattern of a line. See, any number starting from 1 can be represented as a line. Even if it is a number 1, it can be represented as a line, but basically we take the number 1 as a dot, right? As a point. Okay, but who says point can be a line? So, but 2 is a number which can be represented only as a line. Means that 2 will not be represented as a square, rectangle or a triangle. Okay, so 2 is the only number which can be represented only as a line. Okay, so now if I want to represent 4 in a dot pattern, what I will do, I can draw 4 dots. It can be horizontal, it can be vertical. Okay, now 6, if I want to represent 6, it can be represented as 6 dots. Again, the dots can be horizontal and the dots can be vertical also. Dot pattern of a line will just means that we are going to represent the numbers or the dot patterns in the form of a line, and that line will be made up of dots. Now next is dot pattern of a rectangle. Now even numbers which are starting from 4, like 4, 6, 8 and 10 and so on, only those numbers can be represented as a rectangle. Now can you tell me why? Just now we have discussed that if we take the number 1, it will be a point basically. Okay, and if we take number 2, then number 2 can be drawn only as a line. But if I take number 3, then 3 is an odd number. But in a rectangle, we know that a rectangle is in which the opposite sides are equal and parallel, right? But if we take the opposite side, if we take the number 3, okay, then how will you represent the opposite sides? No, right? So for to make a rectangle, we should have at least 4 number, na? Right? So we'll start from 4 and we'll go on like 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So even numbers which starts from 4, uh, just because just because of the reason that I explained for 3, the same reason goes for all the odd numbers, right? So that is why we are saying that to make a rectangle we should have only the even numbers, and the minimum even number required to make a rectangle as a dot pattern is 4. Okay, so if I want to represent 6 as a rectangle, it can be written like this. Okay, like two dots in one line, and same way we can draw 6 dots in the form of a rectangle, right? Or I can draw 3 dots in one line and 3 dots in another line. Total means 6. Now here, this is also important to know that when we are representing the dot patterns in the form of a rectangle, then the numbers that we are taking can be represented both ways. Now there will be some numbers which can be represented both ways, right? Like 6, we have represented 6 in this way. This is one way of representing in the form of a rectangle, and this is another way. Okay, so sometimes a question can be asked that can you show some numbers which can be drawn by two rectangles in a dot pattern? So like 6, 12, so on, right? There can be many numbers like that. Now moving on, if we want to study now dot pattern of a square, then for this we need to know that what actually are square numbers. Okay, otherwise we will not be able to draw the dot pattern of a square. Well, square numbers, they are the numbers which are multiplied by themselves. Like 2 twos are, 3 threes are, 6 six are, or 17 seventeens are, like that. Okay, so these are the numbers which are, I'm just giving you a rough definition because you are just right now just in 6th standard. Okay, so I'm not telling you about all those other things also. Okay, so basically we'll stick to this only, that square numbers are the numbers which are multiplied by themselves only. The both the numbers should be same. It can be 4 fours are, 23 23s are. Okay, like that. So now how can we represent the numbers in the form of a square? Just now we have done that only the square numbers can be represented like this. So we'll take some examples like 4, 9, 16, 25, etc. Like 4 is made from 2 twos are, 9, 3 threes are, 16, 4 fours are, 25, 5 fives are, and so on, 121, which is 11 elevens are, right? Now here I am taking the example of the number 25, which can be represented in the form of a dot pattern and in the form of a square. Okay, so here it is very easy. We know that what is a square. A square has all the sides equal. So here we have 5 dots horizontally and 5 dots vertically on all the sides, like so. This is the way to represent some number in the form of a square. So this will be called dot pattern of a square, right? Now moving on. Now if we want to know something about dot pattern of a triangle. Oh, it seems difficult, but no, it is very interesting and easy. You just need to know some of the rules. And the very first rule is we know that the triangle should have two sides equal. Okay, the number of rows starting from bottom row should be in the descending order, like 4 3 2 1. If you see this figure only where I have represented 10 as a triangle, let us look at these first two conditions. First was a triangle should have two sides equal. See here I have 1 2 3 4, 4 dots, and at the bottom also I have 1 2 3 4, 4 dots, and slant line also 1 2 3 4. So all the sides are 4. So if we want to represent some number in the form of a dot pattern as a triangle, it is very important and imperative that the sides should be equal. Now the second condition we have done is the number of rows starting from bottom row should be in descending order. Let's see. Yes, it is 4 and then 3 and then 2 and then 1. Same way, if I am representing some big numbers in the form of a triangle, say See, you can take any number like 15, 21, 28, 36. They all can be represented in the form of a triangle. So there also you will see that when you will draw them in the form of a triangle in dot patterns, then the bottom line will have more, and then it will keep on decreasing by one dot. So the top row should have only one dot. The top row should have only one dot. Okay. So now what is the minimum number for a number to be represented as a triangle? Well, can you guess? Let me give you a hint. How many sides does a triangle have? Three, right. So the minimum number for a dot pattern to be the minimum number for a number to be represented as a dot pattern is, yes, it is 3. Don't forget that. Okay. All right. I assume it is clear to you till now. So we have studied that how can a number be represented in a dot pattern in the form of a line, a rectangle, a square, or a triangle. If you still have confusion at any part, please go back to the beginning of the video and please watch the video again so that all your doubts are clear before you move on to the art-based project. Okay, now I hope all these are clear to you. So let's move on. And now this is your turn to try it out. I hope it will be very easy for you to draw these patterns now. And if you want to check that whether you have understood or not, then you can represent the given whole numbers in the form of dot patterns. You can represent the number 7 in the form of a line. You can represent the number 36 in the form of a square, the number 6 in the form of a triangle, the number 10 in the form of a rectangle. And please do try it out. Otherwise, you will never be able to know that whether you have understood the concept or not. And if by chance you feel that no, it is not correct, then what will you do? Watch the video again. Everything is being explained. Just go through the details again and try it out again. I'm sure you'll be able to come out in flying colors. Okay, so now if you want to do it in the form of an art-based project, then you can ask your children to go through to do the previous work which we have done in the previous just some minutes before, and you can tell them to take some bindis and paste them according to the questions which is asked in the form of a line, triangle, square, or a rectangle. And if your children don't find themselves comfortable with pasting the bindis or pasting the stickers, then you can tell them to use the sketch pens, the colored sketch pens. But it will be better if they use those bindis or stickers, smiley stickers, or something like that. It will look out more beautiful. Any numbers can be given to them, and they can also try out with some more numbers of their choice. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you really like my videos, please like, please share, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to tell your friends to visit our channel and subscribe it. Thank you. And this video also I want to tell you that it will cover try these on page number 48 of class 6 maths NCERT book also. And you will find all the answers which are given in this video only. Okay. So some of them find it difficult to do that try these. So if you'll watch the video carefully, all the answers are over here only. Thank you so much. Bye. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.